officially qualified, officially completed a midwifery degree, officially have an NMC PIN, and I'm going to tell you guys all about it in this video. Let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. It's your girl Nadine. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back, guys. And if you are a new subscriber and you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, and let's get into this video. I'm back with another midwifery video for all my student midwives, my newly qualified midwives, my individuals that want to go into midwifery, and all my students in general. Welcome back. I'm here to deliver, and I've got some news for you guys, so stay tuned. Let's get into this video, let's get chatting. And yeah, as you can tell from the title of this video, I have something super exciting to tell you guys, and I feel like now is the right time for me to make this kind of video. It's been so hectic since finishing university and trying to get everything back on track, but I'm back with yet another midwifery video, long overdue, but we're still here, we move. So yeah, your girl Nadine has officially finished university and has officially qualified as a midwife. Yes, it's that time, guys, it's that time. So before I get into all of that, you know, how I got my PIN and what happened after university on all the steps, I will get into that later on in the video, so make sure you keep watching. But before I get to that point, I'd just like to talk to you guys about my final year, and how I kind of maneuvered myself in my final year, and how COVID affected my journey as a student midwife during my final year. Because literally COVID came around March, and I was literally out on placement, and I was in my final year doing my final bits and bobs, and then COVID happened. So I'm going to tell you guys how that affected me and where it's gotten me now, and the steps and all of the challenges I faced, and la-di-da-da. So so this year I was in my final year, my third year. So COVID happened around March, and I was in placement when it happened. No, I was in university, but I was due back to be in placement. I was due to go back on placement for about 4 weeks, and then we got the news that there was possibly going to be a lockdown, and then people weren't going to be you know, going to work, etc., and universities and schools were going to close down. So my university closed down, and then we had kind of a few online meetings, but they didn't set that up straight away. They were kind of figuring out what to do. So we were kind of just at home while they were trying to figure out what they were going to do, and then they set up the online kind of classrooms, and then they were going back and forth with the with placement and with the uni. They were both going back and forth trying to decide whether we were able to go out on placement, and if it was safe for us to do so. And then the NMC were also trying to figure out if students were able to complete their course and go back on placement, or if they were going to complete the course without having done the placement hours. So obviously us students, we're like, so are we going to be able to finish our course? Is it going to be delayed until next year? So we were literally struggling, and we were scared that you know, we were literally at the finish line, and then COVID happened, and we thought it was going to be a wrap. The NMC was not going to let us out on placement, and if we didn't do our placement hours, we weren't going to qualify this year. We were going to have to delay until, anyway, it was just so frightening. We just didn't know what was going on. Yeah, so and then the NMC released a statement saying that student nurses and midwives can go into placement, and they can be paid to go on placement. So it's either opt-in or opt-out option. So obviously during this whole COVID situation, I was like, I don't know what to do. Do I go and finish placement and then, you know, there's a high chance of me catching COVID, but finish placement, which means finishing uni on time, or do I opt out, stay safe, not catch COVID and stay in my house and, you know, not infect anyone like in my house and literally stay at home and then finish my course whenever that time will be, because obviously there was no certain time when we'll be able to finish our course. So, you know, I thought long and hard. You know, I spoke to my family, and then they were like, you know, you should go on placement, finish your placement hours, finish uni, don't delay it. You know, you're gonna do everything to protect yourself from without catching COVID and all of that. So the main reason why I chose to go out on placement was because my mum is a midwife, so she is coming and going in the house. She was still working. My sister's an OTP, so she's coming in and out of the house working. So the fact that 2 members of my household were in and out of the house and working, it didn't make sense for me to be like, I'm not going to go on placement because I don't want to catch COVID, or I don't want to spread it around when already my mum and my sister are already, you know, out and about. So yeah, I decided to just opt in and go on placement, finish my hours. I think I had 8 weeks, so I was on placement for 8 weeks until I got all my hours, all my books signed and everything. So yeah, so it was interesting, you know. I had to travel to placement. Placement was like it's 2 hours from my house, so I had to travel 2 hours there, 2 hours back, to and from placement without trying to catch anything and all of that. So yeah, by God's grace, I finished placement and I was able to kind of tick that off my list of my 3rd year. So I finished placement around early June. I think the first week of June I finished placement. I was completely done with placement, had all my hours, had all my books signed, and then I had one assignment to submit. So I submitted that assignment I think in July, and then I had my Viva exam, which is a verbal exam, which was set for August. So that came, I did my Viva exams in August, and then I did my progression thing. So when you put everything all together and they progress you, and then they take everything off, and then yeah, everything was done by say end of August, early September. That's when literally everything was handed in. Everything, like, I passed my essays, I passed my exams, I passed my progression, passed my placement. Everything was literally completed and done by August/early September. But yeah, so it delayed my finishing time. So normally I was meant to finish my course beginning of September, beginning of October, end of July is when we literally finish everything, and then we do progression in like first week of August, and you know, uni's done. But because of COVID, it took us up until September to finish everything. So it only delayed us by like a month and a bit. But yeah, other than that, everything was done by first week of September. Everything was handed in, and yeah. So the process of after finishing university, so after you hand in your progression things, your tutor sends it off to the exam board, and then they kind of I don't know what they do. They see everything, and then they give you like a grade, and then your details get sent to the NMC, and then the NMC will also give you an NMC PIN. So my PIN, I think it took like a week and a half to come, because initially my tutor said it will take about 3 weeks for your PIN to arrive, but mine took like a week and a half. So yeah, after my progression and everything got sent off to the exam board, my PIN came in about a week and a half after everything was sent off to the exam board. So yeah, I got my PIN from the NMC. They sent me like this nice email saying congratulations on completing your course, you know, with my PIN at the top, and then, you know, how to register. I didn't know I had to pay £120, you know, so I paid 9 grand a year, and now on top of that, after qualifying, I have to now pay £120 to be on the register. Guys, I didn't know this. As a student midwife, I was not aware that I had to also pay to be on the register. But yeah, as soon as I got the email, they were like, oh, to register you need to, you know, so and so these details, and you need to pay £120. I was like, £120? How much more do I need to pay? But anyway, it's all good. I guess, you know, every time you renew your registration you have to pay £120. So I guess it's the life that we have chosen, I guess, you know, it's the career we have chosen, so it has to be paid. So yeah, so they just said they wanted my details. I had to pay £120 to be on the registration fee, and yeah, so that's literally where everything is at the moment. I have my PIN, I'm officially qualified, I have completed my midwifery degree for 3 years, but yeah, it's very, when I completed it, I just had a sense of like relief, and you know, there was so many times that I wanted to just give up and literally, you know, say goodbye to this dream, but I pulled through, and it's been a very, very long and stressful 3 years of my life. Will I ever do it again? Hell to the no. Am I ever gonna go back to university? Hell to the no. But who knows? But for right now, in my mind, I'm not going back to university. Nobody even talked to me about, oh, you should do a master's, oh, you should do this course. Sis, I am not going back to university. It was the most stressful 3 years of my life, and I don't think I can ever go through that again. Obviously the reward and the end process of it, amazing, best reward ever, you get the best job ever. Obviously I guess nothing nice comes easy. Is that the saying? Nothing nice comes easy. Nothing rewarding comes so easy. You know what I mean. But yeah, I'm definitely not going back to university again. I'll tell you guys what I've been doing with my time since finishing. It's time to be applying for jobs. So if there's any adverts out there, I'll be applying to them. There's specific areas that I want to go to, and the specific hospitals I want to go to. So as soon as, you know, they start recruiting, I'll be there. And yeah, I've just been chilled. I've had more time on my hands to be doing, you know, more videos and more content for you guys, so I'd be expecting a lot of video. And yeah, I've been working throughout the time I've been studying. I've had a part-time job, so I'm now full-time. So apart from, you know, looking for my midwifery post, I've been working part-time, I've been doing YouTube, I've been living my best life, I've been chilling, I've been, you know, just, yeah, I've been finding things to do that I didn't have time to do over the 3 years. Obviously I would have loved to travel, but Corona won't let me travel, so I'm gonna have to wait until next year if I want to do any traveling. It will all have to be done next year. So my plans post graduating, speaking of graduating, because of Corona, it doesn't look like we'll be having a graduation ceremony, which is very, very upsetting. So I'm gonna have to kind of freestyle and do my own graduation kind of thing. But yeah, comment below if you have any like kind of, you know, ideas of what I can do on my own to like kind of celebrate this milestone in my life. If, you know, kind of like any places I can go to, or if there's any graduation kind of ideas that you guys have that I can organize on my own. If you guys have any of those ideas, please DM me or comment below and let me, and just tell me what you guys think, because I have to celebrate this moment. I have to kind of graduate, if that makes sense, and, you know, just show that I've achieved this, you know, big achievement that I've been waiting for so long. So yes, it's really a shame that we don't get to graduate, but it is what it is. My plans during this whole, you know, break until I find my post, my midwifery post, I just plan to obviously travel, but I can't travel. I plan to just, you know, continue with my social media, with my YouTube, continue with my part-time job and keep working, because I gotta make that money, gotta make that coin. And yeah, just work on other things that I want to work on before I get into like a full midwifery post somewhere. And also, yeah, I'll be applying for jobs. Haven't done that yet, but I will be doing that soon. I think I just kind of needed a break. I kind of needed a moment to kind of just chill and, you know, prepare for that life when I get there. But at the moment I'm good, I'm chilling. I needed a break. Some of my friends on the course went straight into work, and some are chilling, some are, you know, doing other things, etc, etc. So people have been asking me, is there any pressures of going back, or is there any pressures after finishing your degree of starting work straight away? To me, I don't like things stressing me out or giving me pressure. So I say there's not that much pressure. However, there's kind of like, okay, so I've got a degree now, I'm qualified in this, but I need to kind of now, you know, find a post and work, because, you know, you're gonna lose your skills, if, you know, your knowledge and your experience or what you've learned is gonna fade away and all of that jazz. But, you know, I'm not in any pressure at all to start work. When it comes, it comes. I think, you know, timing is everything. If it's not for me right now, it'll come to me later. So yeah, in terms of pressure, I don't feel any pressure. I don't have any pressure in terms of family, friends. Like, there's no pressure there. Everyone's like, okay, you've achieved it, you've qualified, whatever happens next, you know, find a job. Don't find a job, don't find a job. So at the moment, there's like zero pressure on my head to kind of like find a job and start working and all of that jazz. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you this short video to just update you guys on what's been going on. So yeah, your girl is finally qualified, finally finished a long 3-year degree in midwifery, and I have my NMC PIN. Your girl is on a register as a registered midwife. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.